So the match is just underway. Nightmare's getting just about to count down rather. Battlegorn, double Vindicator, Magus, Pontifex, double Arbitrator, double Deacon, and it's small on my screen, Crucifier, and Thunderdown and Eos, Oneros, Navy Harbinger, triple Sacrilege, Hyena, 2 Confessors and Punishment. So 2 armor control teams, but one is kind of hack based and one is battleship based. Let's see how they do. Command bursts going out as the match is just starting.
And it is a full Newt Balgorn from Light Heaven, so kind of what you would expect in that regards. But we've seen a couple gun Balgorns already today, so you never know. And they're just ramming each other right now, which is always fun to see. So, just kidding. Looks like the Thunder from Down Under has decided that charging into a Balgorn and Vindicator is not a good idea.
No. Although those battleships are kind of just sort of lightly approaching the opponents. We see a bunch of T1 drones there, Ogres, Hamheads coming out of Thunderdown Under towards the hostile team, and they look like them. Yeah, they are moving on to one of the battleships. I think the Balgorn.
Yeah, one of the big factors in this matchup is going to be the fact that Thunder Down Under mostly has DPS drones, whereas Red has mostly armor repair drones, especially from their battleships. So they only have those 2 deacons, but they're going to be able to rep a surprising amount on these battleships.
Yeah, and Light Heaven actually does have a smart bot on as well. So they decided to take one of the newts off, and he'll be able to clear off. In fact, he just wiped out half of the drones that are on him. So I don't know if DPS drones were necessarily the right thing. We do see a kind of cool thing. The Hyena of Electraza has kind of snuck completely around to the backside. And I think Thunder is they're sort of starbursting around and maybe looking to get into the back line and just avoid those Vindicators and Balgorn as long as possible, which is pretty smart, really good piloting on their part.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really too sure what the red team can do about that Hyena, to be honest. Because they've got a pretty extensive support wing with E-War-wise, but not a huge amount of application to anything that can kill that Hyena.
Both of the command destroyers are going after it now.
Yeah, the Pontifex is charging him, but...
I realise they need to deal with him. All the Vindicators are just going to be webbed off in no man's land.
Yeah, the Hyena's getting chased down, but of course it's got the webs to help defend itself.
Okay, so the Pontifex is webbed, yeah.
Okay. Hyena's gotten to the jump beacon as well, if you want to go there.
Yeah, it looks like I think the Pontifexes just flew after him, and both of them set a set of light drones on him, and then they're piecing out because they know they won't actually chase him down, but just the light drones on him alone it'll just be really annoying and kind of mess with him and make it so that he has to focus on other things besides just webbing people. So it's pretty interesting call there. They knew they couldn't catch him, but they were able to get drones on him.
And if they can just threaten him a little bit and make him put his webs on the command destroyers, then it makes him take them off the Vindies, and that's sort of job done anyway. In terms of freeing up the Vindicators.
Andy's Vindicator is actually about to get webs on a Sacrilege. Like, they're so close, and he just got him. So Shimeo just got tackled into Sacrilege by a Vindicator, and they're not going to be able to clear him off, which means things are about to get spicy.
Yeah, obviously once the Vindicators are on top of the Sacrilege, they can hold them themselves. It's just a matter of getting there in the first place, and the Hyena was stopping them. But once they're freed up to do that, then it becomes a lot more difficult to sort of undo that mistake of getting the Vindicators off them again.
Look at that, those single digits of movement a second.
Well, a massive control bar on Nightmare's gaining issue.
Yeah, there's 2 Vindicators.
They've spread webs on 2 Sacrileges, so neither of them are getting away. So Shimeo's actually going down really fast. Oh, wow. Okay, he just lost 30% of his armor in one shot. That's always fun.
Yeah, 2 Vindis are like 2.6k DPS, so yeah.
He's getting chunked.
Oh
Dead.
My God.
He just got alpha through structure.
I don't think... Did he even get a chance to put his ADC on?
Did he even have one?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he didn't turn it on if he had it. He's like, oh, then maybe they'll save me. It's like, no. No, they won't.
Brother Zebediah is getting the same treatment.
Oh, wow. 2 Sacrileges making the same error, one after the other. It's devastating.
He did actually turn his ADC on at the last moment. I saw the animation of it, but I think it went off as he got shot. So,
do you think they were like glass cannons or something? Because they dropped really hard. I wonder if they were like really high damage fill or something. And it's just odd that was.
I'm curious. Yeah, are we able? We're not able to see the fits on them. Are they? I'm guessing they're probably just standard sacrileges, but the kinetic thermal hull versus 2 Vindicators is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, everything's a glass cannon with 2 Vindies on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the Vindies are about to tackle the Harbinger Navy too.
I believe that something about the ADC is like you have to have cap to turn on the ADC, and also potentially the reactive armor hardener. So like I think they are completely out by the Bargons, so they can't even turn on the resistance modules. Yeah, I think that's the reason he turned on the ADC so late, because he didn't have the cap to turn it off.
That's a really good call. Yeah, if they didn't have a cap booster, they wouldn't have been able to hit that in ADC and then just go down. Obviously, the Navy Harbinger just melts under 2 Palgorns or under 2 Vindicators. So bye.
Just dissipated.
Oh my god. Yeah, they are winning so hard.
So Nightmare skating issue, even though they haven't bought Nightmares, look like to be in a strong position in this match. They just deleted 3 DPS ships from Thunder Down Under, so it doesn't look good for the Aussies.
Can you construct me a way back into this match, Black Bar Pirate?
No. Like with what they have right now, no. Short of people, short of making Billy really mad and having everyone collude. Okay, so to be fair, one of the Vindicators is actually really close to an MJD beacon. Okay, he's going away from it. He realized that that's a bad idea. Yeah, no, like short of people, just because of the amount of points that are gone and the fact that nothing's happened in Nightmare skating issue, yeah, Nightmare would have to start boundering Vindicators at this point. And they just tackled Orion Sacrilege, just got Leon basically drove his Vindicator up to him and just grabbed him. So probably going to see another Sacrilege go down here in just a second. You can see him dropping into the double-digit speed, and shortly will be in the single-digit speed. So that's going to be pretty rough.
Yeah, it's a question of whether he hits 0 speed or 0 HP first here, ladies and gentlemen.
5 speed, 4, 3. Oh my god.
It's pretty close. He's ADCing. This is through 90% resists, I'm pretty sure.
Going up against 7, 9. Massive acceleration.
Yeah, and it's only one Vindy.
Oh wow, Confessor just vanished.
Oh god.
Yeah, I believe it's by the drones of arbitrators.
What Confessor?
Yep.
This is just the power of these E-War armor control setups, is once you take a few ships out and you can make sure that you have E-War disrupting the operation of every single ship on your opponent's team, you just have such a huge advantage that you can lock in the victory like this if you're excellent at execution. And right now, Nightmare Skating are looking like that.
Yeah, they're definitely going to snowball this match really hard and mop up these remaining ships. We've got Eos, Neuros, Hyena, Punisher. I love seeing Vindicators in matches. I know there's good reasons not to bring them sometimes, but having 1, maybe 2 in this case, in a armor control comp is really cool for the ton of damage, ton of control. Alliance Tournament 17 rules this year. There are certain ships which are not allowed to be flagships, the ones we more commonly see. I believe Vindicator is allowed, is that right? And if it's not, if people don't pick Barghest for whatever reason, I think we could see some flag Vindicators. Am I right?
Yeah, but I believe that faction webs aren't allowed anymore, so you can't get the full-on 90% resists on the Vindicator. Sorry, the 90% webs even, not resists.
Correct. You can bring a Vindicator, but you can't bring the webs on it. So that maybe makes it not the best choice compared to just bringing a normal Vindicator and taking something else as your flagship, but it's possible.
Yeah. Honestly, the flagship rules, it's a big thinker. We still haven't even tried to consider figuring out what we're going to do for it, because honestly, no newts and no webs makes pretty much all of the traditional flagship choices. And also you can't use half the traditional flagship choices. It makes it really, really hard to pick something. So, maybe Vindicator is a choice, because the way that the rules are set up is you can basically make a very, very high DPS, high self-repping flagship, and that's kind of the difference. It's not like the old days where you could have a Balgorn with 45, 55 km webs. So Vindicator might be viable just because you could slap a bunch of officer mag stabs on it and be like, oh look, I do 1700 DPS now. I'm an incursion runner, but in an AT. So that's a choice.
It was part of our goal to make sure that the flagships, there wasn't an easy choice. So we basically just started cutting things to remove all of the easy choices until we're like, all right, now we don't know what the next best flagship would be. So that's maybe we've come on a little strong with those rules, but it definitely means we will see some totally new stuff this year.